It is an honor to have been called to chair this session, and I take the opportunity to thank the organizers of this morning's program with the theme 17 times too many. What should we stop doing and start doing as a people? I thank you for your confidence in me to share this occasion, and I take the responsibility with humility. I believe the team behind today's program could not have picked a better theme. It is appropriate, it is suitable at a time where the nation is hopeful in securing yet another IMF deal for the 17th time since independence. Why? Because we know the ramifications if we do not in our national economy at this point in time. But let me digress a bit. In April 2019, when Ghana exited the extended credit facility under the IMF, I wrote an article on the conversation, and the title was "Why Ghana is Likely to Go Back to the Fund, No Matter How Apprehensive Leaders Feel About the Relationship." At the time, it felt like I was being too skeptical, but here we are again today, eagerly knocking on the doors of the fund for yet another fund-assisted program. So I am not surprised, and I know a lot of people are equally not surprised, because when you look at the data since independence, the nation's appeal for IMF-assisted program has been in a cycle of 4 years. What is surprising, however, is the sentiments expressed by leaders whenever the country exits an IMF program. And here I walk you through a sample of some of the sentiments. The decision to be independent of IMF budgetary support is a watershed in the history of Ghana's economic development. We will not go back to the IMF again. Ghana will no longer be troubled by conditionalities of the IMF. And lastly, Ghana became a respected IMF member again as it exits ECF program. These and many comments encapsulate how Ghanaians feel about the relationship with the fund. Yet, here we are once again for the 17th time seeking another IMF program. So on a lighter note, I asked, for the 17th time, if this was a marital relationship, I am sure by 17 years, each partner would have found his or her level in the relationship. So back to the theme, 17 times too many. What should we stop doing and start doing as a people? Logically, the question to ask is, do we know what to do as a people? Of course we do. And like the MD of Graphic Business mentioned, Ghanaians have been to top universities all over the world. And indeed, we excel because Ghanaians have a reputation of being very intelligent and exceptional in whatever they do, probably globally, but in our public service, maybe we need to ask ourselves a number of questions. So it is evident, and our excellent performance is also quite evident in the way we are able to turn the fortunes of the economy around whenever we are under an IMF program. So why have we not done what needs to be done over the years so that we do not repeat the cycle? Specifically, why have we not built resilience in the economy through an aggressive import substitution industrialization drive? It is sometimes shocking to look at the kinds of things that we use our hard-earned currency to import. Although it is important to appeal to Ghanaians of the need to patronize made-in-Ghana goods and build local industries because it is the way to go, I believe the buck stops with leadership. Why do I say so? Economic agents respond to incentives. In policy, if policy are used to restrict non-essential imports, while at the same time promoting local production at competitive prices, people would respond by moving into production instead of importation to create jobs, ease pressure on the currency, and generate growth and development for all. So more importantly, I ask again, are leaders committed to going the long haul? Are leaders committed to investing for long-term outputs when they are faced with short-term options in our election cycle? Probably this will be a topic for another discussion. So in concluding, what will the IMF program for the 17th time offer to the country? One, it will give us a balance of payment supports through the influx of the much-needed foreign currency as we desperately need based on the performance of the cedi currently. It will help build investor confidence. And why do we need investor confidence? Because we know that in recent times, issuance of euro bonds on international markets is a significant way in shoring up our currency and keeping it stable. As a stance based on worst performance of economic indicators, Ghana has basically been shut out of the international market due to estimated high debt levels. It is estimated that our debt to GDP would be about 84% at the end of 2022. The fund would also come with opportunities, for example, for concessionary loans with other bilateral and multilateral agencies, which are important in keeping our BOP position stable. So, ladies and gentlemen, as the team of expert panelists begin deliberations on the topic, it is my hope that we will have a dispassionate session and that the communique that would arise out of this would be useful in making a significant contribution towards our national discourse for economic development and indeed emancipation economically, as some people put it, so that in the next 4 years, we do not converge here again discussing the 18th time. I thank you very much for your attention.
For more news, please visit our website, graphic.com.gh, or follow us on Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube and Twitter at GraphicGH.
Subscribe now.